Welcome to the Crewt0n and Mikey show presented by the Jim Bob channel. I'm Crewt0n.
And I'm Mikey. Here's what's making headline news. Moscow has agreed to withdraw its forces from Georgia outside of its two breakaway provinces within 1 month. The president of Russia and France said Monday that following the latest efforts to end the region's territorial crisis.
Russia's Dmitry Medvedev and France's Nicholas Skarvotsky announced that the 200 European Union monitors will be deployed to one of the provinces of South Ossetia, where Russian-Georgian tensions erupted into heavy fighting last month.
Yeah, Russia just needs to quit being fucking pussies and pull out of there. 2 Iraqi cameramen remain in U.S. military custody aimed at media watchdog groups, a warning of an upsurge in the arrest of journalists working in Iraq.
The U.S. military said that Thursday both men picked up in separate days this week were a threat to security in Iraq. U.S. forces detained a cameraman employed by Baghdad TV, a Sunni station, early Thursday, after raiding his home in northern Baghdad's predominantly Sunni Arabian district around 2 a.m. local time, according to a Baghdad TV official. He was detained days after U.S. forces conducted a similar raid on the home of Reuters cameraman Ibrahim Jassan, who also remains in military custody.
In other Iraqi news, the top U.S. general in Iraq recommending nearly 8,000 troops in Iraq because of improving situations there. A close source to the process told the Jim Bob channel.
President Bush is considering Jen David Petraeus' recommendation, which officials said is for a reduction of well over 7,500 personnel, with a number including combat and support troops. 7 units would leave Iraq over the next 5 months as they complete their missions. But the first possible significant reduction in Army Bridging Combat Team would leave within the next year, said the official, and that would be a brigade to be rotated to Afghanistan instead of Iraq. We should stay in.
Yeah, we need to stay. Maybe
finish it off. Just make sure everything's there. If they mess up again, then we should just stay.
Just take some troops out, but we still need to stay there. Which that kind of brings me to this. People are bitching and moaning, saying McCain's elected. We're gonna stay in Iraq no matter what president comes, and which
you can't really just pull out all at once.
Yeah. Which brings me to this. What do you think of McCain's VP nomination?
Oh, what I say about that?
Cut, dumb fucker! Which brings me to this. A lot of people are bitching and moaning and saying if McCain's elected, it will be just like George Bush. Well, you know, maybe people haven't thought that this country became another fucking George Bush.
Yeah, and seriously, what's the American way? Honest to God. It's not my fault. Just blame it on someone else.
Which it also brings me to this. What do you think of
It's Russia's fault.
The McCain's VP nomination?
Sarah Palin?
Yeah.
I was definitely a little iffy at first, you know, because Hillary definitely wasn't doing such a great job. But I really think if you've been hearing her speeches lately and everything, and her ideas, I'm going all out for it.
Yeah.
I definitely support her and McCain's decision.
On September 7th, approximately 3:05 a.m., Montgomery County Police Radio received a call from an anonymous female stating a baby was left at a flagpole in front of the Plymouth Fire Company on Cowell Lane. Plymouth police responded to the fire company and the local newborn baby wrapped in a shirt. The white male infant was only about an hour old. Fucking dumbasses.
Seriously. If it's all you can do, it's sad as heck, but orphan it, really. It's really sad. We now go to Josh in the Cyber Newsroom with your look on the Death Race and the Clone Wars review.
Death Race takes place in the year 2012, and the economy is bad. It's like another Great Depression. Reality TV has become the most popular form of entertainment on TV. Death Race is a Wednesday night show that takes place in prison. A worker is laid off from his job and his wife gets killed, and he is framed. He goes to prison and participates in the race. He must kill all the other opponents to win and be freed. He finds out that he was framed to be in the race. Also, the new Star Wars movie came out, and it's not worth seeing. It was more like a little kid's movie. It was said to show what happens between episodes 2 and 3, but it never really makes sense of what happens between 2 and 3. That's all from the Cyber Newsroom. Back to you guys at the Jim Bob channel. Here's Mikey.
Welcome back, and now for our closing story. A woman has been sentenced to life in prison without a chance for parole by killing her baby daughter in a microwave. The 28-year-old China Arnold chose not to be in the courtroom for Monday's sentencing.
Arnold was convicted of aggravated murder in the 2005 death of month-old daughter Paris Talley. She was spared the death penalty because jurors could not reach a consequence on the punishment. It was Arnold's second trial, the first ended in a mistrial when a new witness surfaced. Defense attorney John Paul Ryan has asked for a third trial, saying a former cellmate who said Arnold confessed has now changed her story.
What the fuck?
Okay, if she killed her, just kill her. I don't care. If they're 15, if they're 14, it's still just...
She should have got the death penalty. Throwing a baby in the microwave.
Guillotine.
They say, oh, it's inhumane to put him in the death penalty. Well, fucking grow up. Imagine how that baby felt getting fucking nuked in the microwave.
Not very good, I can imagine. But you can't judge her. None of us know how it feels to die in a microwave.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Fucking Democratic douchebags.
For more of the Jim Bob channel, visit www.freewebs.com/Jim Bob Network.
And for more of Crewt0n and Mikey, visit www.freewebs.com/DeletingMikes501.
That's all from here at the Crewt0n and Mikey Show.
Brought to you by the Jim Bob channel. Have a good night, folks.